Hello Darts Nutz, I'm going to do a review of the Red Dragon Plasma 23 gram darts. You can also get these in 25 gram, and there's 3 models in the range, 2 weights in each model. As you can see, it comes in the usual Red Dragon packaging, and you've got your Trifold Pro wallet. And these are 90% tungsten, and the retail for £29.90 from Red Dragon darts. Inside you've got your darts, point protector, very colourful barrels, and some clear Red Dragon polycarbonate medium stems with your spring clips. And you've got 1 set and 2 sets of the plasma style hardcore Red Dragon flights, very nice looking flight. And there's your another set of clear medium stems. All the stems have got spring clips fitted. And you've also got the Red Dragon guarantee card. So that's what you get in the pack. Let's have a close look at the darts. As you can see, the darts are fitted with a silver point, and it's a short barrel torpedo style shape, and it's quite chunky on this front section. It's got a rounded taper there, and as you can see, it's got the very nice PVD colouring coated onto the barrel. Kind of changes a little bit depending on the angle of the light. It's kind of blues and purples and golds and orange in there. Quite an attractive looking dart. And the grip on this front section is a kind of a normal chunky style ring grip. It's quite grippy actually, more grippy than I thought. Maybe because it's quite widely spaced. I'd probably say it's probably about a high medium, maybe just about high medium, and then it kind of tapers off towards the end, and then you've got a kind of narrower ring grip on there. So it could work okay for rear grippers if you like a short dart. I'm probably going to be gripping it around about there myself. I do like them stems, and it's quite an attractive looking setup with the coloured barrels and the clear stems and the very fancy looking flights. And that's your Red Dragon clear polycarbonate stems, and then you've got your plasma hardcore standard shape flights. So let's let you look at the dart for a little bit, then I'll put the detailed picture up. See how close I can get it. Okay, here's the detail.
Darts are fitted with a 27mm silver point. There's a nice tapered nose of the barrel, which is smooth, and that's 8mm wide before it gets into this ring grip section, which is 15mm wide. And then there's another smooth band with the Red Dragon logo, which is 5.9mm wide. And then you've got a small grippy section on the rear with thin cut rings, that's 5.5mm wide, and then at the very end it's got a smooth section of 4.3mm. Overall length is 38.1mm and the width is 7.97mm.
Right, I'll take some measurements along the barrel. The barrel length is 38.1 millimeters, so quite short, and it looks somewhere around here where it's the thickest. That says 7.97, and then on this smooth band near the rear it starts tapering off 7.69, keeps on tapering to where the rings are, 7.15, and then right to the end of the barrel where it's 6.23. Let's compare the weight of the barrels then. That one is 23.19, 23.17, and 23.09. So the weight of the full setup is 25.09. Right, I'll see if I can find a balance point. It looks to be front weighted, so with nothing attached the balance is, yeah, it's definitely front weighted. And with the supply setup it's obviously going to move. So with the supply setup, it's, I would say it's still just slightly front of the centre. So that's the detailed look at the Plasma 23g darts. It's a very nice looking barrel. I'm looking forward to trying these. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. I'm just holding the darts pretty close to the front of the barrel. It's only a short barrel, it's about 38mm, so it kind of reminds me pretty much like the John Lowe darts that I used to throw years ago. I used to throw the John Lows pretty well before I injured my arm, but it kind of feels like that when I'm throwing these, so brought some memories back of those darts. Obviously for the first few throws it's always a little bit shaky. Sometimes I get into the groove straight away, sometimes it may take a bit longer, and usually I practice after the review anyway. But like the Enigma darts that I've just reviewed, these are very smooth through the air, and I think it's a dart that will always work well for a front gripper like me. I can hold the dart right near the nose probably, and I can hold it probably at the middle, and it just feels natural enough there because it's such a short barrel. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the way they're flying at the moment. I didn't see any spin either, it was just a nice smooth arc. Obviously like I said, it'll probably take a bit more getting used to, but it is very similar to the Lows, and I used to throw them well, but then when I came back after my injury I couldn't throw them anymore, and obviously the last few years I've been trying to get my old throw back, but basically I lost my natural throw, so I'm surprised these are working like they are. So I'm quite keen to have more practice with these just to see how I get on, but for now I'll just have a few more throws from that front, and then I'll try the middle, and then I'll probably try the rear section as well, because obviously some people who are rear grippers like short barrels too, but for now I'll just continue with that front grip. The grip itself as well, I know when I was looking at it earlier, it kind of felt more grippy then, but now that I'm throwing the dart, I would say the grip is more like a medium grip. My hands are quite warm at the moment, so obviously get a little bit more moisture on my hands, so not quite as grippy as I first thought, but it's not giving me any problems. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I get a dart in the treble, I can't always follow it up. I just seem to get something in my mind, and then I think I try too hard to get the next two in, and I usually mess it up. But obviously the way I throw now is nothing like what my natural throw used to be. I've kind of developed a new throw because of the various injuries I've had. So it's been a bit of a struggle over the last few years, but I'm quite pleased with these, and I'm looking forward to practicing with them more after I've done the review. I'm hopeful that I may get used to them again like I did with the low darts, and I may give the lows another go as well, but these are so similar to the lows. I think these are going to be quite a nice dart actually. I'm just going to try that middle section now. It's not really moved up a great deal from my front grip, and in a way it still feels like I'm gripping a front grip barrel, but obviously because it's so short I'm in the middle of the barrel there, so maybe better balance. But grip wise it doesn't really feel much different, and I didn't have any issues there comfort wise, and it feels just about the same there, so we'll give that a try. Not flying too bad at all from there. I just, for some reason, thrown it a bit low. Have another couple of more throws. A little bit better. It's kind of strange because although it doesn't feel that far from where I was gripping it before, I kind of felt like I had a little bit more control of the dart with that grip there. Maybe just because I'm maybe going back to how I used to throw the darts years ago, these short barrel darts, but still very smooth in the flight from there. So obviously it's probably a dart that can suit front and middle grippers, but I think maybe front grippers are probably going to get the best out of it. One more throw from the middle. Yeah, it should be fine for middle grippers, but like I say, it all depends if you like a short barrel dart, but I'll give it a try from that rear section now. Now, because that section tapers, and it's got a nice little bit of grip there, actually feels a little bit more comfortable in my grip there, but just remains to be seen how it flies, so let's give it a go. That tends to happen often when I throw from the rear though. I tend to throw the dart a little bit too high because obviously it's not natural to me, but I'll give it a couple more goes. That's better. I almost went the opposite way there with the first dart, threw it too low, but got a little bit better of a feel of it with the second and third dart. And It's kind of strange though, sometimes when I throw from that rear section, the dart just seems to have, I don't know, it's hard to explain it. It goes up kind of quick, but it comes down nice and smooth as well, but it also seems to go a little bit straighter as it leaves my hand. It's hard to explain as well, because I don't really feel as if I have enough control of it when I'm gripping at the rear, but maybe because it's only a short barrel. A couple more goes from that rear section then. One more go. Yeah, so it flies rather nice there from the rear, so if you're a natural rear gripper that likes a short barrel dart, I'm sure it'll fly even better for you. But with it being a front gripper like me, I just feel as if I have a little bit more control at that front section, and it just feels like as if the balance is a little bit better for me there, so I'm just going to go back to that grip for now. So there you go, the Red Dragon 23g plasma darts. I quite enjoy throwing these actually. I'm going to give them more practice after doing this review, of course, and I'll report on the full review in the forum how I get on, but I'm starting to really like the way they're flying for me. Like I said, it's a short barrel dart, so if you like a short barrel then it's probably going to work well for any kind of grip. I do think it's a very nice dart for a front gripper though, but like I said, you can grip it in the middle and still be fine with that. But gripping on that rear section there should be a nice dart for rear grippers as well. It did feel probably most comfortable there, and it was flying quite well for me, so if you're a natural rear gripper it should be a lot better. But overall it's a great little dart, and I really like the colours on this. It's probably one of the strongest rainbow colours I've seen, so quite impressed with these so far. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.